Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer found the initial setup process for this printer to be a significant hurdle, describing it as the worst they have ever encountered. Despite having experience setting up other devices with ease, this particular machine took hours to get running. The main difficulties stemmed from built-in security measures, like changing a default password and navigating internet features that our reviewer had no intention of using. The user manual offered little help, forcing this client to rely on search engines to decipher the manufacturer's terminology, which often led to guesswork. Frustrating examples included being asked for the machine's IP address when the configuration report listed several, and being prompted for a username without any clarification as to whether it meant a network, computer, or a new printer-specific username. However, once that initial ordeal was over, the experience improved dramatically. In day-to-day use, the printer's performance is a real highlight. Printing is notably fast and the output is quite crisp and clear. While our reviewer was more impressed with the speed than the absolute print quality, they had no complaints about the final result. Furthermore, the device itself feels sturdy and well built. The other functions are a bit of a mixed bag. The copy quality is just okay, while the scan quality was surprisingly disappointing, appearing fuzzy and lacking sharpness. In the end, this client is actually quite satisfied with this printer's performance, almost in spite of the setup experience. There's a clear sense of relief and even a little pride in having conquered the difficult installation.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer finds this laser printer to be an absolutely fantastic machine. Our reviewer notes that for a long time they had moved away from this type of technology, getting caught up in the trend of inkjet models from various different manufacturers. That journey, however, proved to be a frustrating and costly one. They went through several different machines, but the experience was consistently disappointing. This client dealt with a host of problems, from sloppy print quality and expensive ink cartridges that would dry out prematurely, to devices that would simply break down or make it difficult to even install new ink. The only real advantage was the ability to print in color, but the constant issues and high running costs made it a poor trade-off in the long run. Returning to a laser printer has been a breath of fresh air for this user. They describe the setup process as incredibly easy and are thoroughly impressed with the excellent, crisp quality of the prints. It's a simple and reliable device that does its job without any fuss. Our reviewer is so convinced by this positive experience that they feel confident this printer will last for years to come and have no intention of ever going back to an inkjet model. In fact, if the need for color printing ever arises in the future, they are committed to getting a color version using this same reliable laser technology. Ultimately, this client wholeheartedly recommends laser printing over the alternative, praising it as a far superior technology in every important aspect. For them, this machine has been a complete success.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer was determined to avoid repeating past mistakes, especially concerning a certain brand known for producing what they considered disposable printers. The goal was to find a high-quality, reliable printer that would be worth maintaining rather than simply replacing. After a week of using this laser printer, our reviewer is surprisingly pleased. Setup was a breeze, a welcome change for someone who usually dreads installing new tech like phones or computers, and it connected easily to both their MacBook Pro and iPhone. It's still too early to tell how durable this device will be over the long term, and while missing color printing will be an adjustment, the decision to switch from inkjet was driven by frustration with ink cartridges drying out too quickly in Arizona's climate. This is our client's first time using a printer from this particular manufacturer, but so far, the experience has been positive enough to earn a 5-star rating. The hope is that it will deliver solid performance and value in the long run.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.